name is Umesh, and this is my journey through the Get Ugly project. For the Creative Learning Portfolio 2 course, I was required to work on an undergraduate competency that I was not doing so well in and focus on key aspects of it. After spending hours trying to find out what competency I was lagging behind in, I came to a conclusion that the one I should focus on is initiative and entrepreneurship. After picking the competency, I had to pick a certain aspect of the competency to focus on, so I picked maintaining focus over the long term. The goal I chose to do was to train two new budgies to follow two specific commands. One, sitting on my index finger when called, and two, bathing themselves under the sink by November 25th, 2018. Through this process, I have learned that maintaining focus over the long term requires a lot of grit because distractions will always come up and will draw you away from your goal. For example, after the second week of setting this goal, I was involved in a real bad car accident. Because of this accident, I was unable to focus on my goal as I had to focus on my health and rehabilitation to fix a backache and a whiplash that I received from the accident. I started to put this goal on the back burner and focus on other things in my life, as my fixed mindset thought this was going to be an easy task got in the way. After realizing this was not going to be the case, my Type 3 learning style kicked in, and I jumped straight into training the birds once again. After 4 to 5 weeks in rehab, I started to feel a little better. I started to focus back on my goal, but it was still hard, as I had pain occasionally. As a part-time student and a part-time accounting assistant in a startup company, I only had time to train the birds from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. as the birds sleep at 10 p.m. As the book by Daniel Pink specified, I am a third bird. This means that the best time for me to do work that requires a lot of attention is from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and rebounds again at 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., which is quite accurate. In addition, this timing is also very good for the birds, as I have noticed that they have a similar timing as me. Learning a lot about how grit plays a factor and about our productive times has helped me quite a bit, as I now take them into consideration when making goals for myself, whether it be short-term or long-term. In addition, I applied a lot more grit when training the birds, as I realized I have not made a lot of progress. At first, the birds didn't trust me. Because of this, I used a wooden perch to get them to step up onto it, and I slowly transitioned to using my finger. After working more and more to get the birds to step up on my index finger, I finally got them to trust me to take them to the washroom where they were able to bathe themselves under the sink. In addition, I've even gotten them to eat and drink out of my hands. Tools I used to learn was YouTube. I watched videos from Alan AXP, and I also used pet articles that I switched from online. My next step to train the birds is to teach them new tricks like how to roll over, play dead, spin, run through hoops, and shake my hand. This will take a long time because it requires a lot of time and patience to teach the birds. This concludes my Get Ugly presentation.